going to change your state, think positive, feel positive, and we have to activate the whole body in order to align it all, align heart, body, and mind.
My question today is, how do you lead with love?
When we feel good, right? So we're like, oh, this is easy. It's when we're not feeling so great.
How do you stay in that on that frequency? How do you lead with love?
How do I step into this? Lead with love. It sounds so easy.
It's not.
Not. And that's why it's a practice, right? We have to practice it every day. Monday mornings, I wake up at 5 a.m. to practice with my teacher. Fill me up. We're doing this work. Like I'm a student right now. I'm diving so deep into law of attraction, right? I'm paying attention to, like, I'm on high alert, like anything that doesn't align. But then I found myself doing this when I hear somebody say, oh, that's too expensive, or I can never have that. I go, wait, yes, you can. I go into this like defense
Yeah.
mode. Yeah, you can. Law of attraction, yes, you can. What do you mean it's not enough? Yes, you have to. And then I realize, what's, I feel like I'm still in the struggle thing. I want us to create a new natural, right?
Okay.
A new natural state of somebody says, oh, but I can't. And we just go, oh, interesting. Or
Hmm.
we don't say anything at all. Like I have a, especially with family, I have this need to like, but see it this way, do it
Right.
this way. And it's like sometimes they don't want to hear what we have to say.
No, no, I don't.
Being able to just be that listener and go, okay, I have my protective bubble on because it's a really good practice for being in that state of love and not letting other people's stuff impact us and then us wanting to be the teacher all the time for people who aren't asking, right?
Yes.
And I'll share a story. I had a client long, long time ago, worked at like a coffee shop and said,
Hmm.
how do I do this? How do I be kind? How do I be loving when people walk in like this?
Yes.
Here's my coffee. And I want this and this and this. And you do it exactly right. And then they're like, that's not right. And then whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, you just want to take your coffee and leave, right?
That's true.
Yeah. And so
That's
I
a
said,
natural reaction.
yeah,
Yep.
like defense, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I said, try the bubble. Because every time I have people, I give this tool, try to do the bubble. The results are fun. I laugh because it's like, see, this stuff works. So comes back to our session, our meeting, and smiling. And I'm like, so how's your week? How's it going? Great. He goes, you won't believe this. So I saw her car pull up. I took a breath and I said, okay, my bubble. Do what Dawn said. Put my bubble on. Just lead with love. Whatever comes dissipates. I'm just here to show up. He said he saw her get out of the car smiling. He's never seen a smile on someone's face. She walks in smiling, opens the door, asks for her coffee, her regular. He gives it to her. She says, thank you. She leaves. No conflict, no battle, no resistance. And we both laugh because that's how powerful energy is. And love is energy. And so if we lead, because we don't always know what we're coming with, right? Like how we're showing up, right? So,
Sometimes we're not conscious of that, how we're feeling and the energy that we're projecting. And I
yes,
know for sure that most of the time I try to be conscious, but it's not necessarily, I'm not necessarily doing it
yeah,
or projecting that good feeling. So sometimes when it comes at me, or my housemate comes at me, and I become really defensive. I'm like, this is a time when I need to express love, but there's this like feeling, it's just like, okay, how do I get rid of it? Or that's not the intention,
yeah,
but it just comes out, and I
yeah.
want to know how to control that in order to lead with love, so that I project my feelings, and it's warm, loving, and what comes back, it's the same.
Yes. So I have two questions for you, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
One is what when you notice, when that moment arises, when you notice I'm not in alignment with love.
Yeah.
I was defensive. I was frustrated, angry, whatever. What do you do? What's the story? when you notice, when you like sort of what I say, wake up and go, oh,
Sometimes I'm able to catch myself and I bring myself back and I'm able to use that word because I remember Bob Proctor saying, switch and change everything. But there are times when it's like this huge amount of energy come and it's uncontrollable.
yeah.
And it just like, okay, let it loose.
Letting it loose and letting it go is being able to release that emotion in a healthy way.
Healthy, but it's it put the other person in a defensive mode as well.
So then maybe not necessarily 100% healthy.
No.
There's a practice I do that I teach called dump the junk. Like let's say for example, if your housemate is a one of the areas of tension that you want to resolve.
Mm,
I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write. It's a free flowing writing. You can address it
right,
to yourself, you can address it to your housemate, you can just address it to, I don't like how I act in this situation. And we dump it onto paper. This is frustrating. I don't, blah, 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 blah. They said this. I get irritated. I'm defensive. It's like you dictate onto paper what's going on in here,
right.
dump it, and then you rip it up, throw it away, burn it, shred it,
Mm,
release it. Then we get very clear on what is it I need and want to say? What is it
right.
I want to communicate in a really healthy way?
Mm,
Because sometimes it's I'm going to get this out and this person's in front of you and then defense and then we're like, "Oh, this something's not working." Cuz
yeah,
I'm going to tell you what I think and you're defensive and then I'm defensive and then we're just
yeah.
this conflict. So
Definitely.
getting clear on like why is there a conflict? Like
Conflict. Yeah.
right? And then, I mean, and then the more clear you get, you realize what's your part, what's their part, because it's never
Right.
one side. It always takes two. But when you get
Definitely.
clear on what's my part, then you know what you're in charge of.
This technique is very similar to what Bob taught, which is to write what's happening, the negative, and then write the positive.
Yes.
And either you burn it or shred it. Yeah. But I've done that practice before.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it releases something, of course.
We don't want to get caught in the dumping too much, right? That's what
Mm,
Bob said. Do it once and you're done. Now stay with the affirmations.
yeah.
And which is why I'm actually doing a 90-day I am challenge because we get into this what I don't want, what I don't want. We dump. We
Right.
got to clear out the clutter. But then how do I practice every day? I am. I'm confident of my words. I'm stronger than I think. I know how to show up in a way that I take care of myself. I love how my confidence when I need to speak for myself. I'm confident when I know when not to speak, when to take a break. Like we need to get really good at the I ams
Hmm.
daily basis because
Right.
then in that situation or conflict, I know
Yeah.
we're able to say, "I hear you. I understand what you're saying. If this is what you're saying, we have an agreement. Okay,
Mhm.
here's where I'm at.
Mhm.
How can we be? How can we both get to where we want to go
No. Yeah.
together? Because if we both
Mhm.
have a goal, maybe it's
Mhm.
identify: are we both trying to get to the same place?
It could be a different place too, different goals.
It could be different goals, and then you go, oh, and if that's not
Yeah.
clear, then we're like, well, oh, we're actually both trying to get here, but we thought we were both getting here. And so, oh, what's your goal? What's my goal?
Yeah.
Can we get to our goals cohabitating, right? Or wherever we're at in a relationship, whatever it is, or are there other choices?
It takes time to find that right place to have that discussion.
Yes.
And that's not just in home, it's also in the workplace as well. Leading out love, it, I would want to say it's a feeling and understanding,
Mm-hmm.
mutual understanding, feeling of what you want to express to someone or anyone, whether it's at home or at work, but also you would like that person to express the same. mutual.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking from my personal point of view, you have so many things going on that you miss. Sometimes you react so quickly without thinking, and that causes the conflict. And when you take the moment to think and then respond, you may save yourself some trouble and initiate that emotion where you can lead with love. But sometimes we don't. I want to use the word self-control, but it's not really so much self-control. It's more like being in touch with what you really feel and how you want to express yourself.
Self-awareness.
I went through this class, finding your authentic self. It's about expressing love and finding their real partner, um, and a little bit more on leading with love as well. And it was an incredible class. However, putting things like that into practice,
Yeah. The
you
practice.
have to be really conscious
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and aware in order to implement those ideas and to live within that, to live with those practice in your life and to teach other people as well. And it doesn't come easy. It really doesn't come easy.
It's coming back to that, I say, natural state of this is
Yeah.
who we're meant to be from this heart place.
Yes.
Mm.
Correct.
I love how Victor Frankl says between stimulus and response is this space.
Mhm.
And in that space is your power. Be in this space of pause, of breath, of awareness, so that we can then not just react, but then take
Right.
the consciously intentional action, intentional. And that's why I love intensati. It's our movement, it's our words, it's our action, it's all of it, how we elevate this feeling. And that's where if we practice this every day, leader of
Mhm.
Unlock Your Legacy says in
Right.
3 minutes. Don, I do this practice in 3 minutes. And many have said that. And it changes my state. And
It
like
does. It
what
does.
happens every
Yeah.
day when we practice, let's just say 3 to 5 minutes every day, it can rewire the brain for success. Even though
Mhm.
we've had 40, 50, 2 years of
Mhm.
this way, if we start doing this intentional every day in this state, can rewire your brain in the way you want to be, the way you choose to be. I think
Right.
the power of that practice.
So you're making it a new model.
Yeah, yeah, you're making a new model. Yes. We
Yeah.
tap into that subconscious mind, rewire
Mhm.
the brain.
And
Yeah.
it really works. I use auto suggestion every morning. Well, if so happens that I don't do it one morning, throughout the day I do it. I record my own affirmations and I listen to them, and
Wonderful.
it it really works.
It does. In our own voice too. Don't you feel the power
Yes.
when it's your own voice
Yeah.
speaking to you? Oh, that's my voice telling
Yeah.
me I'm worthy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
enough. Powerful. Yeah.
It takes practice.
And I think it's being okay with the time. Like, I have a favorite affirmation I use. I have all the time I need. When I feel like this is hard and I'm too rushed and I
Yeah.
get this, wait,
Yeah.
all the time I need. Like,
That's beautiful.
wow. And it's funny how it's funny, amazing, beautiful how it does, like, oh, wow, I just expanded my day. Like, it
Yeah.
really slows down time.
Mhm.
And so being in that space, being okay when we fall off, right? People will ask me, can I just stay in love all the time? Can I just feel good all the time? No, and that's not up to me. It's up to our divine creation.
Mhm.
But when we've built this new foundation of I am powerful, I am strong, I'm loving, I'm kind, this foundation now of joy and happiness and compassion rather than fear, anxiety,
Yes,
whatever, then when we fall off, we get back quicker. That's all. We
that's
all
true.
fall off. Life happens that we don't plan or expect.
Yeah.
We get back up quicker. So I think that's part of it, is like being okay. Oh, I fell off. Get back up quicker. A little
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Here we go. So we're just gonna shake it out. And let's walk. Here we go. Walk it out. Other way. Now V step. Up and in. Out and in. Happy. Big smile on the face. Now play. Drum it out. Now excited. Walk and walk. Now V step. V step. Happy. Big arms. Now play. Now we're going to add the words with our moves. Here we go. I walk in wonder. I bask in awe. I breathe in joy. I am rooted in love. I walk in wonder.
I walk.
I bask in joy. Bask in awe, actually. I breathe in joy. I am rooted in love. I walk in wonder. I bask in awe. Smile. I breathe in joy. One more. I am rooted in love. We got one more. That's all. I walk in wonder. I bask in awe. I breathe in joy. I am rooted in love. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out.
Oh,
Oh, great job. High five. High five. Great job. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just silently repeat. I walk in wonder.
I walk in wonder.
I bask in awe.
I bask in awe.
I breathe in joy.
I breathe in joy.
I am rooted in love.
I am rooted in love.
Yes, yes.
That was a good workout.
Feel good? Yeah. So
I am sweating.
and you know, right? Like you've said, you've studied like with Bob Proctor, you know the work. You know that when we're challenged is when we change.
Yes.
So when we're comfortable, we're not growing. And so if we want to grow, we're gonna sweat a little. We're gonna feel the heart a little. Yeah.
Sweating a lot.
And we're sweating a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out of shape. This was a good workout, Dawn. Thank you.